Late at night, I'm all alone. Cannot sleep, staring at my phone. Hard to keep these thoughts at bay. Will I make it through my life today? The lonely nights get lonelier, even scarier as I sleep. The thoughts I have drive me farther, even longer, to insanity. I spend my nights wide awake, asking just to take away this pain. When the sun comes up, there I lie, just wondering why I have to fight these sleepless nights. 5 a.m. I haven't slept. Phone's not charged. Now what else comes next? Will I stay in bed? Will I brush my teeth? Will I be awake when I have to leave? The drowsiness takes over like a fever I cannot break. I find myself sleeping later. The risk is greater. Can I even wake? I spend my nights wide awake, asking just to take away this pain. When the sun comes up, there I lie, just wondering why I have to fight these sleepless nights. Cannot breathe. Can you help me? Is anyone listening? I spend my nights wide awake, asking just to take away this pain. When the sun comes up, there I lie, just wondering why I have to fight these sleepless nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's music stream. How we doing? Fun times all around. It's a very exciting day. There's been a lot happening behind the scenes here at Time Traveler Incorporated. That's so stupid to say. That's not actually the company name. But there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that I can't talk about. But I will share some music that has been happening because, well, we like doing music here. Okay, so I want to talk about something very quickly because I think this will heavily affect what we do today. Over the weekend, I finally got around to watching The Wild Robot. It took me a while. Now, I knew it was a good movie going in. I have heard the raving reviews. I have seen like clips here on TikTok, but no, I haven't like seen any like major spoilers for the movie. It just sort of flew under my radar. I was a little busy. What was it, last winter when it came out? Like November-ish? October, November, December, somewhere around there. I was swamped at the time, so I wasn't able to go see the movie. But it finally came out to streaming services, and my family and I decided to sit down and watch it. And oh my goodness gracious, what a beautiful score it was, or movie it was. But I was focused on the score, and I absolutely love the main theme of the movie. It is fantastic, and I want to play a little bit of it because I think it actually like created a core memory for me that's like going to start affecting the soundtrack a little later than I want to. But we might go back and we might edit it. Give me one quick second. I'm going to pull up the soundtrack. Okay, perfect. We're not gonna play the actual like vocal songs that are in the soundtrack. Those are good too. I really like "Kiss the Sky," which is if you look at the soundtrack, it'll be the first one that you see. Here, let me quickly go ahead and we'll switch over to gaming very quickly. We'll pull up the soundtrack here for a second. I want to specifically talk about and sorry, this is a little spoiler, or I'll try to avoid spoilers. But I want to look at which one is it? It's I Have Everything I Need. This cue melted me on the inside. I'm like, this is beautiful. If you've seen the movie, you sort of know what occurs during this scene based on just the name of the song. If you don't, we're gonna listen to it anyways. It is beautiful. It's not spoiler heavy. As you can see, the plays on all the surrounding songs are pretty small, and then it's just this one has over 1 million views. Let's take a listen and see why. There's a lot going on here, and I sort of want to break it down very quickly before we start, because man, I was like, yes. Myself writing, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And once I do, you'll sort of see why something like this is I've really clung on to. That's a great cue. I really like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's watch back to just chatting very quickly while we talk about this. So, it's very clear that my style is very electronic orchestral, meaning I use a lot of synths and also an orchestral sound. Or I use a bunch of synths in an orchestral way. I developed these very symphonic pieces. So, when I heard this soundtrack, I was like, oh, okay. I'm hearing a lot of that, like, classic orchestra sound. But these melodies, they're beautiful. These symphonies, the instrumentation that I'm hearing is mainly orchestral, but it's also got layers of electronica in it, synths. So I was like, I want to study that a bit. So I did. I've sort of been like breaking it down over the weekend. And one thing that I really enjoyed, we'll play the cue back up again. The way this cue starts, do 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 do, and then a do 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 do. It's creating these like one's going up, the other's going down. So do 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 do. It's creating these like patterns that go opposite directions. I was like, ooh, that's nice. One thing I also really like, if I can find it, we have this soft moving section. Hold, and then right into like a very fast-paced. It's like a whole tempo change, and it really just completely carries the song into a whole new scene, which is absolutely incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is one of my top 5 movies now. If I had to put, so Tron Legacy is my number 1 movie, obviously, for the music by Daft Punk, greatest like movie soundtrack I've ever heard. Of like this contemporary era. I think even for it, like for my specific taste, it is my favorite. This has to be like a top 5. Let me think. I really like stuff by Michael Giacchino. I have a lot of his work in my soundtracks or in my playlists. I have most of his Pixar stuff. I have some of his like the Batman. I have what is it? What do you want?
Bro, streaming?
Yes, it's Monday. It's Music Monday.
Yeah, Music Monday. I thought you're not gonna hop on the server, little bro.
It's Music Monday.
Oh, by the way, I did the thing. By the way,
You did what thing?
the thing that I was telling you I needed help on, or whatever.
Okay.
Boy, I got my butt kicked because of how fast it was.
Because of how fast what was?
Just the song.
What song?
The songs in general.
Oh,
like
the songs in general.
I played 2, and they were like so freaking fast. I got my butt whooped, bro.
Good for you.
Yeah, you guys should subscribe to or not subscribe. You guys should follow. It's JC Rona on Twitch. He doesn't stream a lot, but I heard he's a really great streamer. Really funny guy. You should go check him out right now.
Yeah,
You haven't
really?
even started streaming yet, have you?
I've been streaming for 15 minutes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you should go follow that guy. He's a really funny dude.
Okay. So now that I've done my little ramble for the day, let's go ahead and let's get started with the music stream. I'll go ahead and I'll keep the music like on low for now, while I work. Because I figured it'd be nice to have just some background music, because right now we are creating a track from scratch. What is that? Oh, it's a spider. Got it. We are creating a track from scratch. If you guys saw the title, we are working on the Deep Space OST. Specifically, we are working on finishing it up. So I've got a document here talking about like the story of this whole soundtrack that we're building, and like the beats that I want to hit, the track titles, everything like that. I can't remember if I talked about this on stream or if I made this decision offline, but I'm going to be changing some track names. When we arrive on Planet 1, originally it was supposed to be titled We Were Called Here. We're going to name it Why Are We Here? Because I think at this point in the story, it's a little more questionable. Why did we get a message to go here? What is the purpose of us being here? Who called us here? It's only after we learn about everything else on this planet that we learn, okay, we know why we're here now. We got to go help people or help another race. And so I'm going to be changing the second planet that we land on, the one that we were working on not last week but 2 weeks ago. That one's going to be titled We Were Called Here. And I want that to be a callback. Why are we here? We were called here. That's my way of doing like a little funny, oh, haha, we're having a conversation with the track titles. Anyway, so here's where we are right now. We are on the second to last track. This one is called The Door in the Mountain. So the way that this ending is supposed to work is we are on a frozen Iceland, a frozen ice planet, that we have come to realize is not very friendly. Let's go and let's play. Actually, okay, let's go ahead and let's play that track while we talk about it very quickly. Are you gonna work? Please work. No, you're not gonna work, and I know why. Because I'm trying to play it from the wrong computer. See. Okay, I need something. Give me something. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so this is the track that we were working on 2 weeks ago. So we're creating a landscape of this frozen, desolate wasteland. We're trying to find something here that we're not really sure where it is. All that we know is that the civilization that we've been trying to find, the civilization that sent us help, a cry for help, told us to go here, and this is where we'd find them. So somewhere on this planet that seems desolate and barren, there's actually lots of life around, and it's not the very friendly kind. I figured that it would be a really good contrast to what we did for the first planet. And I want to actually give these planets names just for our sake, so that we know what they're called. So I'd be interested if anyone had an idea for like a name. I would love to hear it. Okay, so that's where we are in terms of the story. We are finishing this up. We have 2 tracks left, like solidified into the album, and then we might have like some others left over. I might try and like brainstorm like extra tracks that might fit somewhere else. Because right now we do have 1 extra track that kind of fits, but also doesn't, so it's cut content. And I think I have another track that's not finished yet, but needs to, if I want to try including it in this album. But I said my goal for this whole album would be a release date somewhere mid-2025. I said that towards the beginning of the year. And here we are, mid-2025, we're just about finished. So I would love to get this album, this soundtrack done in the next, let's say, 5 weeks at most. And that's counting, what is it? That's counting all the work that it takes to like get it up onto Spotify and whatnot. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started on this. We have our goals in mind. We have our story, our point A and our point B. Now I need to figure out how to build the bridge to get there and to tie these tracks together. So, let's go ahead and let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and pause the music for now, and we're going to get into work mode. What do we have so far? Okay. Pianos, okay. I think my original idea that I wanted to do for something like this was, I wanted to start off with like a piano suite. Part of me is like, okay, I want to lean into like something that really tells a story. So I think if we take a look at track lengths so far, they're not. Some of them are long, like Message from Deep Space and the holographic message. They're on the longer side, and then we have some shorter tracks. So Signals Found, Chasms, Ship Malfunction. So stuff like that. And I want to see if I can just play around with some concepts, not necessarily having like a time limit, but seeing like how far can I stretch an idea. Seeing, okay, we start off with block A. Oh, okay, let's move on to a block B. Let's move on to, oh, let's try a block C. Just see where we go. See how far that gets us. Because obviously I keep listening to these film cues, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we can have cues that stretch on for like 7, 9, 15 minutes. And I'm like, I want to try that. I want to see what we can do. And then, of course, I'm over here listening to Sleep Token, which is like 7 minutes is a short song. Or I should say 7 minutes is an average song. But what was I doing? I want to pull out a bunch of instruments that we've been using already. So for you, I need an ice sound. Which one was I using? It's an ice castle? Yeah. I'll play around with stuff. Try and figure out. Actually, I would like to see what I did for. Where was it? Planet 2. That's what it was. I want to remind myself what exactly I did for that. It was you, right? It's not very loud. Flat 6? Is it this one? Oh, it's this one all the way up here. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Save changes. Don't save changes. Okay. So yeah, it's got to be quieted down quite a bit. So that would be sort of like a baseline to start off. I don't know if I'd want to do something like with a piano. Like, what key would I want this in? I want to try that. Okay, so let's say for the first bit, it's going to be... Will it be a G sharp minor? No, it'll be an F sharp minor. Yeah, F sharp minor. Okay, I'm gonna actually, like, mess around for a bit with this. Let's see what we can get. Let's try that. Something to start off with. Just an idea. Okay, and I'll put that off here. I don't even know, like, what I'm looking for in terms of, like... How do I put this? In terms of tempo, in terms of feeling. It's, It's something we're very much playing with, and I want to make sure that I get it right. That a little faster. Let's try 140. Yeah, I like that. Okay. It was sort of an idea that I was trying. It was a little out there, I won't lie. It's a baseline idea. Part of me wants to play with that idea. What I'm seeing in this pattern, in this improv piece that I have done, is that there's a lot of, or I wouldn't say there's a lot, but there's been a couple instances already of me trying to step out of the key. That was intentional. That wasn't me trying to mess up or anything. I wanted to see if it would sound good to step out of the key. Because if we look at... this won't be a smooth ride. Here it is, piano piece. Now listen here. Ta-da. It steps out of the key for just a second before coming back in. And then going into the madness. I'm not trying to force it, but I'm trying to see if I can create something with that. Make it feel unnatural by stepping out of the key. It's something that I've never done a whole lot, and I kind of want to keep trying it. Okay, there's a lot happening here. And then we jump into different... This is a long piece. This is like a minute straight of just piano. I'm curious, though. I'm not going to say no to this. I want to see how this fleshes out, and I want to see if this can actually work. Because I have a feeling that if it does work, this might be one of the weirdest, but also coolest pieces in the soundtrack. It's going to go through so many different phases. Like, okay, for example, I'm gonna pull up an example here. I've used this example in the past. I just can't remember when. But Color Sky by Ben Prunty. Specifically, the self-titled track. Listen to how many phases it goes through. This is a 10-minute long song. This is like the 5th transition, 4th, I think. Let's say this is section 5. This is section 6. We'll say this is still part of section 6, I think. Section 7. Know that song? Okay, yeah. And then we'll say outro, so section 8. Like, this song goes through so many different phases, and it's so interesting. And I think it's a really good example of like something that I would like to try and do. Create a bit more of a longer piece. Let some of the ideas burn really slow, so that it's like a nice rise, but then it takes you on a really good roller coaster. So I want to see if that's something we can do with this. That's the goal. Whoa, hang on, you're supposed to be back here. Okay, but first I gotta fix this clicking problem. What's happening? 2 little samples? Yeah, we need a higher sample rate. There we go. Now that should stop clicking. Hang on, is this whole thing offset? I think this whole thing's offset by 1 bar. Which would make sense, all things considered. Why is this one so long? This is like 5 bars. And then we'll move these 2 over. Okay, let's hear that one more time. I want to make that a little bit more noticeable. Okay. I like it. It's got personality to it. Let's go ahead and let's try adding a drone to it. Something started off. Let's go and let's get an EQ in here. And then we'll get reverb. Okay, I gotta find a very specific frequency. It's gonna be a transition track, or a transition segment, I'll say. I also think I want it slightly slower. Let's try 135. There's a sound I want. I gotta find it. It's in this track. It's the one that creates like these little like glitchy, fluttery sounds. I don't know what else to call them, so I gotta find them. It's you right here. Chatterbox. Okay, Chatterbox is what we're looking for. Okay, we don't have to keep shrinking the size of my windows, Pro Tools. Please and thank you. We're looking for Chatterbox. Yeah, Chatterbox is the one I want. Yeah, let's turn up the mix. Well, that's just interesting sound design. Let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, I gotta find what these sounds are. Yeah, okay. Time to play around with this. that down. I want... This reverb still sounds not enough for me, so we're going to go ahead and max it out. Are we back with Space Hospital again? Yeah, we're back with Space Hospital. What's up, Tyler? I want it to be a little flourish, but I don't want it to take the main stage. I'm going to put a marker down here. Where are we? I think we're here. Is this our at the end? Yeah. Okay, so this is the beginning of section 2. Yeah, why not? I'll try it. I don't know if I want to change keys or if I want to keep it here. I'll say for now we're going to go ahead and keep it on the same key. Keep it on the F sharp minor. Let's go and let's get contact in here. Gonna go ahead and ignore whatever that was. I'm looking for exhale. Thank you. I'm gonna try and get my vocal samples back. What are they called? The ego. So now I gotta wait for that to open up. Alright, where are you? Oh, it's gonna take a while. The Traveler, Double Take, Reflections, Glaciers, the Bass, Far Cry, Resonant, Topograph, pick one. Like Organ, Odyssey, Soul, Swell, Stab. I guarantee I've already passed it. And I didn't. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Perfect. Found it. Yes. What do? I take off. I turn this into a steamy rise. I turn off flux. We're gonna take this down to a 16th. I thought I changed this. What are my keys again? Let's try it. Yeah, okay, that'll work nicely. Give it a little bit of reverb. Maybe not that much reverb. Hey, what's up, Purple Skies? Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Let's do Cathedral. We're going to turn down the mix like that. Perfect. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It's been an exhausting day. Getting work done. But you were streaming earlier, right? I think I was lurking in your chat earlier. Okay, what next? What do we have? What do we need? Take off a little bit of reverb. Yeah. We'll need a better transition, but I'm liking the idea of that. I think that's actually working really well. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? Let's take a listen to some of the other tracks in the soundtrack very quickly, see if something sparks inspiration. Okay. We already have those two. Ooh, hang on. Okay, actually, we do need that instrument. How do I create it again? Okay, we got it. Perfect. I kind of like that instrument. I gotta find it though. I'm not sure which one I used. Which one is this? Signal found. Perfect. Go ahead and save. That way, we can come back to this in a second. Because I want to remember which instrument I used. It's that really nice, like, starry sounding one. I think that'll be a good instrument to use on this, because I don't think I've used that anywhere else. So far, it's just localized to this title track. And I want to try putting it in somewhere else. I don't think there's anything in here that I think I would want to use. Take that back, actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe. this instrument? It's what is it? It's signal. Zero gravity, I think is what it's called. I think. I have to do a search on it. Maybe strings. Okay, we do need the strings. I will say that. Outside of that, I think the brass is probably necessary. Ooh, do we want to sing on this track? The way we hear sing at the beginning? Could be. We could try it. Okay, hang on. The main reason I wanted to... It's this one, right? Yeah, okay. Are these different instruments? What am I looking at here? Okay, the bells of the St. Elmo's. No, they're the same. Okay, it's, Bell of St. Elmo's. I'm gonna put that down somewhere. Okay, perfect. I just want to hear it in context because it's actually really cool. Perfect. What's this? Okay. Don't need anything else. I'm gonna go back to the main project file. Alright, I honestly do think that'd be a good lead for this track. Let's go and let's try it. Was it Bell of St. Elmo? Where is it? Okay, what is that sound that I'm hearing? Is it the warm glass? Where are you? Don't do that. Something's off about this. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's panned weird. Where's the panning on this? Painting's fine there. It's like an effect that's on it. There's something off about this. No, there's something on. Is it like I need to smooth it out and then like also turn down the amount so it's like in the center? No, what do I need? There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that sound quite a bit. I think that can work. Let's play around a bit. I like that. Let's try that. Hang on. That was definitely not on the right key. Okay. Let's see a pattern like this going. Okay, let's try that. Let me hear it again how it sounds in this title track. I think it's still an alternating. But it's just a little different. Let's try that again. Okay. I think that's a little better. Let me try the... I'm looking for a very specific frequency. You! Found you. Hello. Time to... Sayonara! I think it's this whole section right here. Nah, it's not doing nearly as much as I thought it was. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. Okay. It's interesting. I'm trying to find if I like it or not. I'm not like the idea itself. I think the sounds that I'm using are fine. Trying to think if there's anything better that we can do though. Because we're coming off this like really interesting piano piece. Whoops, forgot to. Okay, there we go. That little like, there's this little frequency that's like going woo 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 woo. It's really bothering me. You can like subtly hear it. But when it's off, it's all I can focus on. It's so annoying. So that's going. That's gone. We can't have that at all. I don't mind the fact that it's panning with every note. I think it's actually kind of cool. What was the other one I said I wanted? I wanted to try Zero Gravity again from Signal. Hello, Signal. Work with me here. Don't do anything. Don't do any of that. Well, this is gonna be hard to find. I don't remember. What on earth? Okay. I'm looking for Zero Gravity. I think. Can we just, like, put these in alphabetical order? Please and thank you. Okay, there it is. Zero Gravity. Right? This is what I'm looking for? Okay. Interesting. I would actually like to use a little bit of the dirty on this one, so I might actually set this to automate. Whoa. Hang on, I want to hear these. Okay, that's cool. I want to automate what I want. There's a lot here. Holy crap, I actually don't know what I'm looking for. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there's so much here. We have like 2,047 things I could automate. What's good, man? Welcome on in, Forget Me Not. How's it going? How do I... Okay, learn... Operation. You're not going to tell me which one it's on, are you? Great. Okay, perfect. Is it macro 2? It might actually be macro 2. Let's try it. Let's see if that'll work. Yep, that's it. Okay, wasn't that hard. We're gonna start off with that for now. Make sure we get this all lined up, and then we'll go back and we'll figure out the automation for this. Perfect. I realize it's not even number 2 that we need. We need number 3. My bad. Okay, there we go. Now it should work. That's an interesting automation. Let's go ahead and let's try it. I'm going to go ahead and write. Go back to here. Okay, interesting. Set it back to read. Like that? Do I need to turn that down? Let's compress it a little bit. Try and keep it a little more closer together. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's fun. I don't know why. It's just that's such a fun groove. Okay, so if I copy it, what's gonna happen? Okay, next order of action is the sort of one. Actually, can I do the triangle? Will that work here? Okay, maybe not that common. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so my goal is to try and get rid of every other point. Or every other 2 points, I want to say. Like this? Okay, so yeah. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I think this is what I'm trying to do. If not, this is going to be real embarrassing. How do I remove these? It's Alt, that's what it is. Time to get rid of all this automation. Fun times all around. Holy crap, there's so much. What am I doing? I got an easy way of fixing this. Just line. There we go. Literally solved the issue. 0 seconds. Okay. I need to move this automation point all the way over here. Why are you different? What happened to you? Okay, is that gonna work? Oh, I'm such a moron. Should have just done it by grid. There we go, that's a lot better. Alright, cool, that's moving accordingly. Perfect. Okay. Definitely one of the weirder things I've done in a track. Let's go back here for a second, just to measure 29. Okay, I would love to just... There we go. Okay. I'm getting like ideas for what I want to put on top of this. I've got a few. Trying to think. Wait, well, why can't I edit your volume? What are you doing? Why do you have automation already? There's no reason for you to have any freaking automation. Okay, is that it? Please tell me that's it. Perfect. Alright. Bring your volume down. Alright. I think I'm hearing something for a transition, and I think it has to do with vocals. Let's go and let's try something here. Also, what is it? Is it Chasms that has the bassline? I think the song I'm thinking of isn't in the soundtrack. I think I'm getting projects confused. Holographic messages. Maybe no, wait, maybe it's a song. No, it is a song. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I thought it was one song. It's a different one. I want to put this bass on. I gotta find it. I gotta quickly step away for a second. Give me 1 second, chat. I will go ahead and put on some music while I'm gone. Alright, uno momento. I'm gonna put on some regular music. Alright, we're back. Be back sooner? Bruh. How about you be back in California sooner? Loser. Sorry. That's out of left field. Welcome, Bug. Welcome on in. Bro, are you getting a lunchbox? I will after stream. I will hop on after stream. When after stream is, beats me. We're on a bit of a roll right now. We're making some new music. Also, Shield later or Pooper Store. I'll think about it. It depends what time we finish. Or hop off lunchbox, I guess. No, the more I think about it, the more I try and listen to it, I just can't. It's out of key. I'm gonna finish? What on earth does that mean, I'm gonna finish? That's right, I remember what I wanted. I wanted that bass. I gotta go find it. What song was that in again? That's in the hieroglyphic message? Okay, perfect. I gotta find it again. I know it's like one that I constantly reference. It's like gonna be like... I don't know, it's gonna have like procs in the name or something. Probably, I don't know. I'm about to find out. What I want Spotify. Okay, nope, turns out it loaded fast enough. No, is it sweet beef? That's gonna be my second guess. There's a lot happening on this. Holy crap. I'm gonna save this. I don't know what the difference is, but I think the other one might be the original. So let's go ahead and let's utility, save patch as. Sweet beef custom. Yep. I'm fine keeping everything the same. Perfect. Okay. So we got that now. What's on it? Compressor. How's it sound without this? Okay. I'm not mad about that. Let's go ahead and let's go back. Save changes. Don't save changes. It's fine. Why do you do this? There's no reason for you to do that. Unless it's because they're overlapping, in which case I guess that makes sense, so I'll just do that. Okay. You've already been chosen? No, you haven't. Okay. Go to all. Give me my... Alright, perfect. We need a... You here. Turn you into that. Sharpen... Like that. It was also like that. Okay. That's a good start. Go ahead, let's line this up. Okay, it's a little loud right now, but we're gonna try our best to see if we can. I don't want it that loud. I want it... I think we're on a closer path. I'm gonna go ahead and add a compressor to this. Actually, compressor before. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. I'm really liking this piece so far. It was a little, I won't lie, I was a little hesitant when we were starting this section. But I think it's coming together pretty well. We're already just shy of 2 minutes. And how long have we been streaming? Hour 45? I want to keep going. I want to see if we can keep... I want to see if we can keep this going. This momentum going. do both at the same time, or is it an illegal thing to do? Sounds legal. Unfortunate. Now, there's a sound that I'm trying to get that I just don't think I'm getting with this particular instrument. I don't remember how to replicate the sound for it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to create what I am hearing for now. I think that's all that I want for this section. We'll go ahead and we will do this. I want Omnisphere again. I want the knocking sound. I need a compressor followed by a reverb, set to cathedral. Yo, thank you so much for subscribing, Forget Me Not. Sweet, I thought... Why is my alert box not working? What's up with that? It should be working, right? Where is my activity feed? Okay, the activity feed is deciding not to work. Great. Oh, there we go. Okay. Huh. Weird. That should be... Let me check on that very quickly. Is that the Streamlabs thing? Should be working. I don't know why it's not. Does it have an audio file attached to it? That one might not actually... Okay, hang on. Wait, I could probably fix that. Alert box. YouTube. I see members. Super chat variation. That's weird. That was on YouTube, right? How do I see... Okay. I want to test YouTube subscribers. Huh. Weird. Right, I closed it by accident. No. Brother, why aren't you working properly? Okay. alerts are working for some reason, but I don't understand why the YouTube ones aren't working. That'll have to be something that I sort off stream. Huh. Weird. It's a loud raid alert. Yeah, I mean, it's meant to sort of surprise me and get my attention. Because it's... I always find it funny when someone jumps by their own raid alert, so I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll make it loud for myself. Let me turn it down. Just a tiny bit. Alright, we'll go from 6 decibels to 9 decibels. Negative 6 decibels to negative 9 decibels. Alright. I want to hear this from the beginning again. I got sidetracked. I gotta remind myself. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. Threw me off guard. Dang. How was your stream, Jonah? What were you up to? Lunchbox? So waiting for the day someone raids me? It'll happen. It'll happen for sure. You also gotta stream more in order to be rated. My amazing noise appears? Yes, your amazing noise. How could we forget? Lunchboxing found a trident. Oh, fun! Ocean monument hunting. Back to the one I found before as a fly and kept going back. I found a trident. Well, I guess that works. Yeah. That's right. I didn't quantize those. They don't really need to get quantized, but it'll make my little heart better. It'll make me sleep at night if I know that they're quantized. Can't really hear it. Okay, perfect. I'm liking that. I want to go into a different section. We'll go ahead and we'll do brass and strings next. I would love for strings to take up that arpeggiation pattern. I gotta find out what it is though. Something like that. I gotta figure it out. Anyway, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm trying to load up this stupid contact preset, which will make loading this document anytime in the future even more of a hassle. It'll be great. It'll be fun. I want to listen to the holographic message again. I think the holographic message is such an interesting track. do like the very synth retro sound effects throughout it. I also like the whistle sound. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm curious about that whistle sound. Maybe I'll go back and look for it if I feel like the song calls for it. But as of right now, I don't think it does. Where is it? We'll do warm. What would it be? GBD? It would be a D, G diminished. What are my chords? And what? Diminish? I can't believe there's a B diminished in this, but technically it's the fourth, so I kind of understand why I wouldn't expect it. I gotta think about that. What kind of chords do I want? What kind of story am I trying to tell with these chords? Because we're moving out of this really high techno section. Nope, mess it up. Do I want to go for that diminished chord? I think I like those chords. We'll go ahead and try them. No. What is it? Yeah, no, those are the chords. I like that. What? Bruh. Ban this man. Ban him right now. Go ahead and now extend these two. Why is this sample so loud? I don't get it. I'm gonna change up that chord. I think it's good for here. What's a good resolution from the to the first? It would be the 5th, probably. What is it? Nope. Okay, let's try that. Did I just... Oh my... I'm such an idiot. I'm like, yeah, let me swap out this chord. With the exact same chord. Holy moly, you can't make that up. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna move that off to the side so I know what chord I was using. I could do a... Let's try that, maybe? Sounds very conflicting. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, turn that down. Do I want to... I don't know. I think these chords are very interesting, but I don't... I'm trying to figure out if I like them or not. Because the problem is, we're going through so many different phases. Because I want to see how expressive we can get this. And we're trailing off of this, mind you. How's this fit? That actually fits surprisingly well. I think if we just move the bass notes a bit. Yeah, I think just moving that one sounds better. Bro's still doing his little thing. Yeah, bro. My little thing is not so little anymore. My little thing is 12 tracks big. Okay. 12 tracks long. I don't know how to... I got the resizer. Did you get it from Tyler? Or did you actually craft it? I gotta know. No, crafted it? Okay, cool. Tyler and Max were having a whale of a time messing around with it last night. How much longer? I don't know. I'm having fun right now writing this. Actually, I will swap this out. Turn it up to 24. Let's try that. Oh, I think I know why. It's because these are slightly overlapping, and it's causing it to default to its normal state, and I don't want that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's sounding a lot better. Hello, work with me here. Because if it overlaps, it's going to create this, the pattern that we hear on the bass, and I don't want that. Okay, that'll work. Give me, this. Keep playing for me. There you are. Nice. I'm liking that. I'm actually liking that quite a bit. Okay, I actually kind of like that idea. Let's see. I'm gonna chop all this back up the way it should be. Let me get the grid back up. Right there. Perfect. I want this to be the next section because I think that'll work really well. It'll be I think if we pull it off, it could be a really good transition. Hang on, I need to like. Oh, that's why. Because I need to chop it all up again. There we go. Yeah, I figured we'd come up to this eventually. Okay. Man, I'm really liking this. This is really fun. We really have 4 sections right now? We do. That's crazy. I want to listen to this through very quickly. I want to try incorporating more sound effects like what we did in We Were Called Here. I gotta start calling it When We Were Called, or We Were Called Here. Otherwise, it's not gonna click in my head. It really does sound like you're embarking on a quest. You're trying to find something. You're on your last hope. You're tired, you're exhausted. But you need to get this mission done. You need to reach the end. That's what I imagine when I'm hearing this, and that's so cool that this idea is coming to life. It's awesome. Holy crap. it gonna mess it up? Of course. Of course. Why? And you can't do it. Great. What was the tempo? 135? So glad I remember that. May I take some gunpowder from you? I don't think I have a whole lot, but go for it. Start taking it out here. We'll do a little bit of this. We'll give it some reverb. That should already be out. Oh, this is coming together beautifully. Yo, 64, how much should I take? I'd say take half a stack. I'm working on getting a lot more gunpowder, but I still need some for ammo and stuff like that, now that it actually has a use. That, and I'm running low on rockets, so I kind of need to make more of those. Okay. Let me hear this again from measure 89. That's cool. That's real cool. Let me hear this one more time, just to make, because I'm trying to get this transition right. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. That's so. That's amazing. Okay, where is my? I just no, it's right here. Perfect. I'm gonna try right here. I want to see how that sounds. Okay, I thought I was on the right instrument. Turns out I wasn't. hear this one more time. I want to hear that transition. Okay. I've got ideas. I want this to be a calm before the storm type moment. Where it feels like we have something that's going to... It feels like the end. And it's going to start fading out, but then it's going to build right back up into this giant, like, crescendo moment. It's going to have very big instrumentation on it. Everything's going to sound really big, full, using these chords. I think that's going to be great. All right, I want to listen to this from the start to finish just one more time, and we are going to call it here. Let's give it a listen. Holy crap. We've done quite a bit of work. That's beautiful, man. Piano's really beautiful. It sounds so dark. It's so cool. We gotta find something to put here. It's gotta be like another layer of some sort. Again, we gotta add something here as well. That's so cool. I will never stop saying this. I love music. Music is so cool. Music is it's stuff like this when you can start seeing an image come together. Keep in mind, remember when I said earlier that I wasn't so sure about this idea? Now look at where we are. 100, let me get the number exactly. 117 measures in. And this idea is just blossoming. We're creating this world, this out of like this idea in my head. It's so cool. And I'm so excited to finish up the journey. I want to say next week. Next week? I'll say over the next 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing next week. I would love to finish this next week and then spend the next month after that getting it ready for release. But as of now, in the next 2 weeks, I will say this project will be finished. This soundtrack that we've been working on since last January. It's crazy how far we've come. How awesome it is to create a whole story out of no lyrics, no title, or no like detailed titles. How far I'll go? Okay, Bug. Just sit in the corner. But to create a whole story just out of instruments is so cool. The fact that this is something I can do, it literally boggles my mind to think about. And I'm so excited. Because I feel like I was really proud of Worlds Beyond Our Own when it came out. And as much as I love Worlds Beyond Our Own, this blows it out of the water. This is just a step above, and it's incredible that we've been writing this. I'm a little upset though that it took us so long. I think Worlds Beyond Our Own was written in about 4 weeks. But that was because it was in a game jam or a music writing jam. But we've just been slowly developing the story. We've had the time to do creative decisions. We've had the time to develop a full story. We've had the leisure pace in order to properly bake these tracks, in order to mold them the way I want to. And it's crazy how far that's gotten us. I'm excited. I'm super excited to put this project to bed, call it finished. It'll be fantastic. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and end here. Who are we going to raid? Who's live right now? Whoa, lots of people are live right now. Alright, I think there's only one person that we should raid right now. I'm sure he's still live. Yeah, he's live. All right, perfect. All right, if you're on Twitch with me, we're gonna go raid my husband, Mr. 5Oshel. The beautiful man is streaming GTA right now. Gay? It's gay month. Yeah. No, that's why we're raiding him. He's live. And I gotta go show my husband some love. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining. We'll be back Friday night with Lunchbox, SMP, or Split Fiction. I gotta check with Fran, see if she's available Friday night. Yeah, I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.